Alright guys, welcome back to Muv Luv Photonflowers as we head into the second day. Let's just get right into this. Seijiro's Wild Ride. Mother, is that you? How can it be? Pretty sure that's just the Blanchett's voice. Mother, I have missed you so. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you at the end. I'm so sorry. You were my paragon, Mother. These days I strive to become a proud member of the Royal Guard. It's thanks to you I'm here. Oh, Mother, it's been years since your fingers last combed through my hair. Tickles a little, but don't stop. Please, Mother, that's enough. I'm no longer a child. Your little Seijiro has grown, Mother. I really have. Ill-freed, yeah. Lieutenant? Why is she here? She's too close. This is an invasion of my personal space. That was nothing. This accursed woman. I know Westerners are quite fond of physical contact, but does she have no sense of modesty at all? Hold on, where's Mother? Still half asleep. That's right, I almost forgot. This is my room in Dover Base, Castle Macabre in Europe. Seems like I didn't get enough rest. Just look at me, still half asleep. My thoughts are one big jumble. Wait a minute. Let's go over this situation carefully. First, the lieutenant entered my room. Afterwards, she woke me up and pressured me to get changed quickly. Put all the facts together, and that can only mean one thing. I missed the wake-up call? Where's my trusty watch? Are you kidding me? There's still 1 hour until the I don't know what that is. What annoying vivacity. How about I cool you off with some water as well? Excuse me, Lieutenant. I have a question. Is this an emergency drill or something of the sort? Just roll with it. How am I supposed to do that exactly? That line again. Or was it from this? I think it was from this. She has a point. She actually said something sensible. That means this has to be part of my training regime. One designed to address every last one of my weaknesses. And to think I've shown the lieutenant such disgraceful behavior. How careless of me. I've just awakened, but that's no excuse. Wait a second. What is she doing now? What? Well, thank you. Pardon me, Lieutenant. I would like you to leave. I can tolerate the excessive physical contact, but it's improper to get dressed in the presence of a woman, and it's not because I'm embarrassed, not at all. I'm absolutely, positively not embarrassed. You see, I would like you to... She thinks she wants us to change us? That's crazy. What? Hands up? Eek. I'm saying she would interpret that as I want you to help me get changed. Just what are you trying to do here, Lieutenant?
動いちゃダメよ。しっかり立って。
I'm only half naked. I've been stripped down with only my underwear still protecting my pride from this woman. What is this madness? Have I been turned into a 7-year-old boy again? An age during which men and women are not yet conscious of their gender? Nay, I say. Seijiro, you're dead wrong. This is merely special training. Special training so I can overcome my weaknesses. Shyness, fastidiousness. As the top cadet at my school, those were the only faults my instructors could find with me. This might look like it's mere sexual harassment, but that's wrong, because on the front lines, there's no distinction between men and women. I mean, that's true, technically, because I think they said, like, in the front lines they all, like, shower together or whatever, but obviously it's not training. She's just, being weird. Those faults of mine are my greatest weakness, a weakness I need to overcome. I used to believe being separated by gender was a sound policy, but I was sorely mistaken. In fact, that was simply an excuse I told myself to cover for my lingering fears. Constant exposure to such outrageous situations is the only way to get rid of my turpitude before I'm commissioned. If that's why Lieutenant Faulkner acts so brazenly, her actions may have the endorsement of the Royal Guard HR department. No, I'm pretty sure she'd get in trouble. But something's amiss. I could swear facilities here are strictly divided by gender. In fact, I'm sure she mentioned this only yesterday. I could not move even if I wanted to. Not good. Don't look. Close your eyes. This feels the same way when Mother took care of me. She dares. Those words may come from a superior officer, but I must admonish her most sternly. Such an affront against a man of Makabe cannot stand. What? Lieutenant, I'll have you know that... Yeah, he looked. Hold it right there. Even if it is to overcome my weakness, she should not be exposed to Private Makabe at point-blank range. Put a stop to it. Lieutenant, this is enough. He's wearing a G-string? There's no way, man. G-string? He's staring at my crotch from that distance will be poisonous to her eyes. Oh, it's the Japanese underwear. Okay. She just didn't know what it was. That weird traditional thing. I think I know what she's describing. It burns. How it burns. The lieutenant is like a maidenous Lutz, firing her high-powered laser glare on my crotch. This is what we call fundoshi. You know, it's a symbol of the true Japanese spirit.
Fundoshi?
You could say it's similar to a loincloth. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It's like 2 strings and like 2 pieces of cloth covering the front and behind, I think. This is a traditional undergarment made in Japan, helps you focus by tightly securing the lower half of your body. Exactly, and that's far from being its only quality. Notice how it's red, the color of passion. It's also the color of the rising sun, burning ever brightly. You do? Made it by a hair. Having the lieutenant in close proximity is quite stimulating. I would have shamed myself if my nether regions have reacted accordingly. Good control. But not getting the message across. Heavens, woman, you understand nothing. And she has a red bow. A ribbon. Well, that's...
今度出撃するとき、私も赤いティーバッグを履いてみる。
You what? Fortitude suits aren't designed to be worn with underwear. That means... Oh no, dude. Wait, that looks so silly though. Just on top of the suit? Uh-oh. Might have just died. Yo, it's the song, man.
どうだった清十郎
You know this
我が
song?
西ドイツの戦術機シミュレーター
It's a
のご感想は
classic.
なんて言われてもシミュレーターなんてどこの国でも同じようなものよね
I fear it's just as you said, Lieutenant. The simulator unit is almost identical to the ones I've used in Japan.
やっぱり
Since Martin Berger has a patent on the TSF cockpit design, it's only natural the same goes for the simulator. There's no reason to expect otherwise.
ごめんね清十郎が見て面白そうなところはほとんど昨日回っちゃったの残ってるのは地味でパッとしない施設ばっかり
That's a shame. Then what's left on the schedule?
管制指令室とかメインリアクターとか環境循環プラントとか三軍統合兵器省とかみんな地下でしょ新規臭いったらないの
What is she talking about? Those are critically important facilities. Albeit it comes to no surprise, the Mercurial Lieutenant considers them boring.
同じ地下でも許せるのは士官食堂で食べる夕食ぐらいかしらねあ、昨日の晩餐みたいに堅苦しくないから安心して
So I've heard. Come to think of it, it's time for lunch. The meals are served in the officer's dining room, correct? Should we head
それ
there?
はそうなんだけどそろそろ気分転換しましょうよ
You want to change what's planned for today? But I've only been here for a day.
そう見学コースには入ってないんだけど見せたい場所があるのお昼はそこでいた
I
だ
mean,
きまし
that's a place with a nice view? I don't know. But what about the schedule?
ょう細かいことは気にしない気にしないじゃあ早速行きましょう
Outside? Maybe not. I mean, it's a decent view. Yeah, it's a magnificent view. Let's go. I don't know, when character says that, usually like in anime stuff, they always like go to like a nice viewpoint. It's kind of a trope, so glad I nailed that on the head. Now this is one magnificent view. It almost rivals one of Turner's paintings. I could swear I've stepped right into a postcard.
ねえ素敵でしょこの広場は人気があって基地の人たちもよくジョギングや散歩を楽しんでいるの
The rough, rocky ramparts of Dover Castle stand in beautiful contrast to the field of undulating grass that spreads as far as the eye can see. A classical image of Europe come to life. It can almost feel nostalgic for a time that never was.
まあその年で武芸だけじゃなく芸術にも通じているなんて立派だわ
Not really, you're giving me too much credit. I simply caught in the moment, that's all.
清十郎は感受性が豊かなのね素敵よ
No, I don't think so. What's going on? She's acting strangely meek. Not to mention that reaction is too placid considering her usual hyper personality.
日本にもお城はあるんでしょどんな感じなの
Much different than European castles. I've been to the Osaka one, and I've been to the Nagoya one. I think it was Nagoya. It's pretty sweet, but totally different than European ones. Think of it this way. When you look at Dover Castle, it looks powerful and rough, masculine, you could say. In contrast, Japanese castles have a more feminine feel to them. They're more elegant and delicate.
やっぱりそうよね納得がいったわ
I'm afraid I'm not following.
日本の刀や鎧って何百年も前の戦争の道具なのに細部にまで色鮮やかな飾りや美しい
Yeah,
細工
very
が
much
施されていて
different.
まるで美術品のようでしょ
Very different. Comparing like samurais to like knights. Those samurais came later, but still, I feel like they're the most apt comparison. This may be somewhat disrespectful, but I never expected her to say something like that. Sure, in this day and age, the only people with interests in Japanese antiques and art are aristocrats, but the lieutenant is, well, her. Wonder how many castles are left in the verse. Oh no. Curse my indiscretion. My rash remarks must have reminded her of Castle Fulner. Yes, that has to be how she knows so much about Japanese weaponry, because a Japanese sword and armor set was part of House Fulner's collection. Her childhood memories must have resurfaced due to her thoughtless comments. My thoughtless comments. And with them the pain she felt when her ancestral home fell to the beta herds. I don't really feel any pain in her voice, so I think we're off the mark again. You must make this right, Seijiro. Honor demands I choose my next words wisely. Though I guess again, this was a novella first, so it would all be in just normal writing, so maybe you can interpret it that way, though at this point of the story, the reader should recognize that he usually misrepresents stuff, or misinterprets is a better word for it. Lieutenant Fulner. When you come to Japan, I promise you I'll take responsibility. On my honor, swear you'll get to witness the beauty of a magnificent Japanese castle for yourself. Yes, a samurai's word is sacred. A samurai will never go back on his word. Once it has been given, he will keep it no matter the cost. It's my fault for dredging up those harrowing memories. I could do no less. Yes. My heart, what did that sudden palpitation come from? Or where did it come from? What is this supposed to mean? Maybe I shouldn't have acted on impulse. I made the promise to cheer her up. But considering the current state of the world, I don't even know if such a day will ever come to pass. Hey, we know it will if you survive until Operation Cherry Blossom. But again, after that they have to clean up, so I guess it's not guaranteed, but still. It is possible. Though I guess he would be part of Cherry Blossom. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how deep the Royal Guard was. I don't think they were that deep into it. We're surface pilots serving on the front lines. As long as the fight against the beta continues, her dream of visiting Japan will never come true. And we both must survive until the day I can fulfill my promise. Snoopers? Is that German? And the scent? People. True, probably. I recognize this lady. She's the one who brought me the towel. I forgot about her, to be honest. So she's a Cerberus surface pilot too? She of the wet towel. We did give her that nickname. The blue-haired woman strikes me as a diligent soldier, and from the look of things, she's chastising Lieutenant Fulner for something. Too bad my German is non-existent. I really wish I could follow the conversation.
それよりいつまで客人を放っておくつもりだ？
あ、清十郎にランチ食べさせなきゃ。ちゃんと持ってきてく
The
れた？
goods.
もちろんですわ。ほら、このバスケットに。一つ重要な確認なんだけど、ランチ、あ
Bad
の子に
cook.
作らせてないでしょうね。
私を見くびるな。そんな重大な危険を看過するわけがないだろう。
Definitely bad cook.
下手をすれば国際問題だぞ。
二人ともどうなさいましたの？なんでもないのよ、ルナ。
Luna.
さあ、清十郎、食べましょう。
Whoa.
ほら、座って座って。大胆。
Lieutenant Fulner, aren't you forgetting something? I still haven't been introduced.
あ、そうだったわね。ごめんなさい。
That was close. I could have ended up glued to her for the entire time. I'm Seijiro Makabe, second year officer cadet from the Japanese Imperial Royal Guard Surface Pilot School.
私はヘルガ・ローゼ・ファルケンマイヤー少尉だ。
Oh
よろしく。
God. Helidoros Falkenmeyer.
はじめまして。私はルナテレジア・ビッツレーベン少尉です。ようこそ。
These German ass names, man.
心から歓迎しますわ。
Having Vaughn like in the middle of it it's always kind of sick. Can't lie. I won't be here for long, but thank you for your hospitality. The way she carries herself reminds me of a finely sharpened sword, noble and dignified, the very image of a knight, and she shows clear signs of humility and self-discipline as well, just like a samurai. Lieutenant Falkenmeyer is exceptional, I can tell, and subtle to one who is the very image of an aristocratic lady. Lieutenant Witzobin has a modest air about her. We may be from two different cultures, but her actions have told me all I need to know about her kindness. The wet towel. Wait, something's odd. Her beautiful eyes glisten with unshed tears, but she's been given no reason to cry, and her face looks slightly flushed as well.
この二人はね、体歴の短い下っ端だから、清十郎の世話役である私のサポートをしてくれているのよ。ああ、イルビー、そんな言い方失礼ですわ。
Indeed she is. From the looks of it, Lieutenant Faulkner has seniority, but that is no excuse for her boorish behavior.
それでは、真壁候補生のお世話という厄介事が、私たちが下っ端だから押し付けられたように聞こえてしまいますわ。
Calling us a burden? I mean, it technically is. And right here, do not treat me like luggage.
論点がずれているぞ、ルナテレジ
Thank you, Lieutenant Falkenmeyer.
ア。私たち3人は同時配属。お前の芸に習うなら、厄介事の担当官に任命されたイルフリーでこそ、最も下っ端ということになるが。
もう、細かいことはどうでもいいから、早くお昼食べましょう。清十郎も。
Yeah. Then again, my heart's had enough for the whole day. Nom nom nom. Nope. I'm full now, thank you. Weird, I wonder if this is some sort of German-style sandwich. It's by no means unpalatable, but this black and fluffy bread is quite sour. Don't know what they're referencing. I haven't had a lot of German food. I've had schnitzel before, at a real schnitzel place that only made schnitzel, and that was pretty good, but can't say I'm familiar with the staples of German cuisine.
お味はいかがでしたか、清十郎君。
Is schnitzel German?
日本の方のお口にも
I think it
合いま
is.
したかしら。
I don't know. Sorry if I'm wrong. It certainly does. I've never tried something like this before, but it's delicious.
それは何よりですわ。まだありますから、たくさん召し上がってくださいね。
I appreciate the offer, but I fear I really am sated.
そうですか。では、食後のお飲み物はいかが？合成ものですけれど、コーヒーと紅茶がありますわ。
Thank you very much. I'll have coffee. If it's alright, oh, black will be fine.
まあ、大人ですのね。
I am also a black coffee enjoyer. I'll only have not black coffee if it's like something, I don't know. I like a London. Wait, that's not even a coffee. Yeah, I usually just have it, unless it's like at a cafe or something. But at home, I just made black. Her perfume is quite fragrant. Curses, the coffee's aroma is overpowering this wonderful smell. She called me Seijiro, dear. I approve. In fact, I rather like it. I'm in Lieutenant Fulner's debt. These two are simply delightful. To think I'm being treated with such wonderful familiarity, even though we've only met mere minutes ago. He ate his sandwich fast. Lieutenant Witzelben has made no mention of the wet towel she brought me yesterday. What a sweet and modest woman. She must be the kind of person who helps others without expecting any gratitude in return. It could only be insulting to think she's simply being obtrusive or fishing for compensation. I want to thank her profusely, but doing so right now would be a fox pause, unfitting for a makabe. I have to casually convey my gratitude when I depart. Still, what a remarkable display of modesty. Her character is gentle and faintly sweet, unassuming much like the perfume she's wearing, but concealing a strength that will shake the world once she wakes. Yes, the chivalry of House Witzelben is that of a sleeping lion.
それにしても清十郎くんは本当に礼儀正しい方ですのね。こうしていても背筋もしゃんと伸ばして立派ですわ。清十郎は侍なんだから当然よ。ねえ。この若さで覚悟もしっかり決まっているし、感受性や知識なんかもすごいんだから。
It's with the lieutenant treating me like I'm a child she raised. And how come her hands are resting on my shoulders as if it were the most natural thing in the world? There it is again. I noticed it a while ago, but Lieutenant Witzelben has been staring at me with feverish eyes from time to time.
日本の侍には武士道というものがあると聞く。欧州には騎士道というものがあるが、その違いには興味があるな。
To tell you the truth, this is also something I'm highly interested in. Sadly, I won't be here for long, but I want to learn as much as I can from all of you. As genuine knights, I'm sure you will be the best instructors I could ask for. I don't think she's trying to learn chivalry from you, though. On second thought, I'm afraid I'll pass up on your offer.
慎み深いんだから遠慮なんてしなくていいのよ。
なるほど。さすが武家の出だけあって心得ているな。
何よ、二人で通じ合っちゃって。
イルフリーデン、道とはむやみに人に尋ね聞くものではなく、己で切り開いて初めて見聞が実となるものだろう。
He didn't even mean that. Lieutenant Faulkner, she really understands, but you did really want to talk about it, but turned out good, I guess. I've yet to see her in action, but her words are the highest form of knightly wisdom. Indeed, they strike my heart. Hearing them is all the proof I need to know a real warrior stands right before my eyes. And she doesn't even have a penchant for physical contact like other Westerners. Her character is surprisingly close to that of a Japanese samurai, astounding. She's a true knight. I can tell she will be my guiding light during my time in Dover. Guiding light? Maya reference. She does kind of give that vibe a bit. I was gonna say earlier, you know, those purple-haired characters with always kind of chivalrous, but Hayase wasn't really like that, so I didn't say it. I wish I hadn't been so tense on the first day. I can't afford to squander a single minute of my stay. It's my duty to learn about the spirit of chivalry from Major Eichberger and the others as much as I can. My last chance will be during the live fire exercises, scheduled for the second half of my stay, and that time is fast approaching. What a shame. There's nothing wrong with Lieutenant Fulner per se, but if Lieutenant Falkenmeyer had been put in charge of me... Inconceivable. Reprehensible, Seijiro. Simply reprehensible. A mere cadet like you, with the same social standing as luggage, thinking about choosing his superiors? Nonsense. Nonsense upon stilts. Indoor recreational. A dodgeball or something? Play some pickleball? I don't think that shit's even invented in this verse. That's a modern ass sport. Oh, of course I will. Actually, I don't know when pickleball was created, but I assume that it was like fairly recent. That's worth a Google, because I actually do enjoy pickleball and pickleballing. When was pickleball invented? 1965. Okay, that's a lot later than I thought. So shit's invented, man. It only started popping off in recent years, I think, though. Oh, of course I will. I know the schedule. Huh? No, it's just that you said we. My emotions, I can't hold them back. So he gets to choose what to do with certain people? And then you'll just choose, I don't know, one of the other two girls here? But I can't afford to show my hand here. That would be a breach of military etiquette. Discipline, Seijiro, discipline. No. This is too much. I'm barely holding it together. I can't let everyone see me grinning from ear to ear, looking like a simpleton does after hearing a dirty joke. There's no way around it. I'll casually turn away from these three. It may be rude, but I have my image to uphold. It's just, you're my supervisor, Lieutenant. I thought we would spend tomorrow together regardless of what I choose. What are you thinking of? Well... Miltrut has just arrived. Lieutenant, breaking my cervical spine is not going to make anything okay. Lieutenant? Now I must get away this instant. I can't show these two such a disgraceful side of mine. So adorbs. Why is Lieutenant Whistleburns' face flushed now? This is like the third time today. Enough is enough. I will bear this woman's scandalous deeds no more. It's time. Time for House Makabe's expressive suppression technique to be revealed to the entire world. By the power of my Makabe forefathers. I have the power! Yo, He-Man reference. Oh. Ooh. Ultimate concealment. Just fades out of existence. Oh. Oh? It didn't work? Ha ha ha. Of course, Lieutenant. Losing control like that was most embarrassing. You know, he's just cutting off all emotions. Ha ha ha. I am sure you would not. Oh my god. So cute. Love the art in this. West German science is the best in the world. Good one. And I'm done with my report. This ends the second day of my stay. Last second day compared to the first day. I must thank my fourth eldest brother. Oh, okay, not any new ones. We're going back to the old ones. Koishiro, for teaching me how to write like a bureaucrat. I can already see the awestruck face of my instructors as they gaze upon my work. Hehehe. I'm kind of forgetting how much brothers there are. I think they ended at 7 or 8. Today marks the end of my inspection of the main facilities. This may be the largest space in Europe, but now that I've seen the most important places, I have concluded the equipment here does not differ much from the Empire's. Of course, that would only be expected. What I was shown could be accessed even with a low-level security clearance. It would be rash to conclude the technology I've seen is representative of the whole base. Yeah, I'm sure they're not going to show like a foreign transfer person, like all of the deepest levels of the base with all the high-tech shit. Like, it just would have made sense, so. Because we are still a foreign agent at the end of the day. There's something rather unsatisfactory, though. This morning, I took a stroll to observe the surface pilots during their daily training. Their evident lack of dedication rendered me speechless. Instead of following a standard training regime, it seemed as if everyone was simply doing whatever they pleased. How can they expect to function as a cohesive unit during an actual battle if they can't bring themselves to do so during training? Even if there are some excellent surface pilots, Major Eichberger or Captain Rollerstein come to mind. The others will inevitably end up dragging the whole unit down. Lieutenant Brar's behavior was especially worrisome. Is he really of noble blood? That man was letting out a torrent of complaints the entire time, with his main grievance being how boring training was. Such behavior would, under no circumstance, go unpunished in the Empire. Individual freedom without bonds, and then its excessive respect for privacy breeds spoiled behavior such as this, it seems. In that regard, the Empire system is miles ahead. There are great benefits to be found in fostering a comradeship with a clear hierarchical you know what I'm saying, structure. Everyone knows where they stand and how they're supposed to act in order to support the whole. Cerberus's performance would improve greatly if they were to switch to a more regime system and spent more time training in the fundamentals. Should I bring this to Major Eichberger's attention? Still, it's quite a conundrum. And this has to be how they've always done things, and yet Cerberus is renowned throughout Europe, which begs the question, how can this be? Maybe it's because of the 7 heroes? I can easily see how the unit's lofty reputation stems from the outstanding performance of a few selected individuals in battle. Can't really judge until we actually see them, like in a mock battle at least, right? And then there's the matter of my conversation with the other officers during free time. I can't make heads or tails of the things I heard there.
ところが清十郎、小隊長にはね、とんでもない秘密があるのよ。
Okay, gotta cut this short, and then kind of short on recording time. It is December, you know, almost Christmas season, so I'm a little busy. Like, I might take off a week or two for videos, probably like in the latter half of December, so just letting you know. But trying to still get what I can done for the channel. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. Super fun. 2 new cool characters. I think I like the more Maya type than Luna. I'm wondering if she's really crushing over Seijiro or is it over Ilfried. I have a feeling it's over Ilfried, but maybe not because she did bring us the wet towel, so could be over us. Miss Luna and I know her name is Helga, you know, the short forms, just as they're easier to remember. But yeah, we'll continue next time. Maybe get into the recreational activities. Did they say it was tomorrow or was it the 4th day? But whatever, that'll be fun. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you later. Bye.